Hey guys, today we're going to do the rap game, season 3, episode 11, and
It's
we
11.
enjoyed it. We really, yes. He said 11 weeks. We really enjoyed this episode of the rap game. It was about publicity, and getting the word out. The celebrity this week was none other than Bow Wow. You know who Bow Wow is?
Yeah.
What you know Bow Wow from?
He a boy.
But do you know him as a rapper?
No.
Do you know him as an actor? Oh my God, he did the first Like Mike.
What's Like Mike?
Oh God, so
I'm
young.
not.
That's when you know my kids are Disney kids and Nickelodeon kids.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah, you know. At a certain time. But can you? Yeah, so he ended up coming to the house. JD brought him to the house to talk to the kids about branding and stuff like that. Because y'all remember, well, some of y'all parents remember, when Crisscross was out. I'm telling y'all, Crisscross was everything when they were out. Like, oh my God, I used to like the dark one, okay? Because both of them name was Chris. Now, how do you get a group with both name are Chris? But yeah, so I used to love me some Chris Kelly, like, for real, rest in peace.
Is he related to R. Kelly?
No, nowhere near. But he passed away a couple of years ago, so yeah, that was really, really sad. But yeah, they ended up talking to the kids one-on-one to ask them questions, because that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to go on interviews, and they have to be prepared for the interviews, because like Bow Wow said, anything can stop. Bow Wow said anything can be can like make the direction of the interview go a certain way. It really can make it go a certain way. So so you just gonna grab something else, put your hands in your lap. You know how you do at school? Just put your hands in your lap. You're moving too much. But anyway, so they did one-on-one questions to them or whatever, and none of them was prepared to me. None of them was prepared. They all got through off their game when they were being asked questions by Bow Wow and JD, and I'm glad how JD kept stopping them, because they wasn't answering the question. They were going all around the question instead of answering the question. So that was cool. Do you have anything to say about when they talked to Bow Wow and JD?
They were not focused.
No.
They were just shocked that he was there. They were not like answering the question.
Yeah. But yeah. So after that, after JD told them what the challenge was this week and what they were going to be doing, they were all kind of worried about what the questions would be asked in the interview. Especially like Deetranada and Tally, because Tally's always getting compared to Iggy. She was on last season, so she knows those questions are going to come up, and she's kind of, to me, Tally likes control. She has to control, and if she doesn't have control of the situation, she's very worried. Deetranada was scared about her rap lyrics, and that's what happens. Like, I always tell people, like, watch your lyrics, because a lot of times they won't be marketable. A lot of times they won't be believable. Because, girl, you talking about guns and violence, and I'm sitting there like, you don't want that reputation on you when you only 16 years old or whatever. You really don't want that reputation on you. But, so they had to prepare for that, and JD was scared as heck that they weren't going to be prepared. What you think? Nothing.
What about
Then when they was worried about what the questions was going to be.
How is Deetranada gonna be worried about her rap, but she says she a better rapper than all of them?
Yeah, no, she don't like her, right? Yeah. Anyway, they end up having this publicist from True Star magazine end up following them around, going with them along on their journey, because one of them would win the cover of True Star magazine. All of the other kids from the rap game from previous seasons has been in the magazine or on the cover of the magazine.
Like
so he thought that was, Nova thought that was cool because of Nia K. And because he's really cool with her.
He said
dating
friend.
her. Okay? And then, so they just happy. I'm happy for them too. Anyway, so they go to this press conference and there's a lot of bloggers in there, just a lot of media people to ask them questions, kind of throw them off their game to me. But I feel like that is what they were asking those kids. They have to be hot. See, this is what happens when y'all think y'all internet stars. You guys are not preparing yourself for the real world. Everybody think that you could just go make a video, put it out, and you ready for the real world. No, it's so much comes along with being a rapper or anybody in the entertainment field or whatever. You have to be prepared. I mean, there's times that I've been thrown off my game with these kind of questions of, what inspired me, what made me do what I do, and stuff like that. And that's why I do my Q&A kind of questions, because it helps me prepare for when I have to go outside and do an interview with somebody. So I think this was a good look for these kids, and to be asked them things that was going to throw them off their game. So they can be, once they leave the rap game, they can be better prepared.
They probably still won't.
Some of them. Because some of them so in their own head that they feel like they just got it, know it, all that.
Nova.
Yeah. He's one of them. He's not the only one, but he's one of them that he gets in his own way. Tally, she's really one that gets in her own way. So they asking her about who inspired her. She said Nicki Minaj. They asked her why. She messed that up her own self. When she went into, Nicki was an actor and an actress or whatever.
She's an actress?
When she started, she was in theater. So that's why she know how to do all those characters, and that's what Tally was saying. And I said, first, didn't JD already tell you about this before when she was saying I think she was saying like in episode 1 or 2, when she said she was something else in her lyrics, and he checked her on that and was like, this is the rap game? Like, why would you say you want to be an actress when you're trying to tell people about you being a rapper? I just didn't understand that
How
part.
is she going to be on the rap game and there's nothing called the act game?
Exactly. That's why I was like, you messed that up yourself, and you took that into another direction, so they was able to ask you other questions that didn't have nothing to do with the rap game. And like the lady said, she believed she was an actress. You wasn't believable. And Tally doesn't like Fly J Mom said, Tally don't like to hear that kind of stuff. She doesn't like to hear criticism to me. Roscoe and his mom went in there. And I liked how he went around the table and shook everybody's hand. I thought that was really a good look for him.
Hello, how you doing? Oh.
Some baby's kid. You're a baby's kid.
No,
But
I'm a
yeah,
baby's kid.
he kind of messed up when he said he don't ask for help. But if it's offered to him, then he'll take it. And I got what he was saying. The lady was kind of trying to trip him up, but I got what he was saying. I understood what he was saying, because he felt like he really works hard for what he wants or whatever. And like she said, isn't it a handout? And he like, no, because I still work. He's working to get that change, so it's not a handout. Before I keep on going, look at my daughter's shirt. Check out her shirt. Show your shirt. It say, be your own boss. My homeboy, I know my homeboy got these shirts named Doe Baller. His label, his brand is Be Your Own Boss, and you really have to be your own boss. That's why I keep looking at her and I keep reminding her in that shirt, like, be your own boss in this shirt. Everybody was branded, so let me help my homeboy. I'm all about support, so I'm supporting my homeboy with his shirt. Be your own boss. I'm just saying.
I am my own boss.
At school. Great.
No.
Just saying. ladies' man. He is a ladies' man, and he always, them girls was
He gonna be like Chris
pushing
Brown.
over. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, I can say that because you know why?
No need.
They're both cute, but they still talented. So hey, if she want to compare him to Chris Brown, hey, he got a good personality, a little cocky, a little crazy. I'm just
Chris
saying.
Brown.
So yeah, he's a lady man. Like he said, he has a message in his raps, all his songs, and they asked him to freestyle, and he freestyled. And in his freestyle, he still had a message in his rap. Like I told you, that little kid just like, he's talented. You cannot deny that. He cocky, but he's so talented. Detronada, she started freestyling, and that lady cut her off. I said,
She about to go off.
everybody thought she was about to go off, but when it went on commercial, I told my daughter, I was like, when it come back on, she's not going to do that. She's prepared for this one. Like, everybody knew she was going to go off. And that's really not a good thing, Detronada. You really got to work on that, boo-boo. When everybody stop breathing because they scared you might pop off, you need to work on that, boo. Because, like I said, I think she got talent. I think she's very talented. But her attitude sucks. Her attitude really sucks. Her and Nova, both of them are so talented, but their attitude sucks. Flage to me did an amazing job in that press conference to me. I thought she answered the questions well. She was well spoken. You know, they liked her. I think she did a really, really good job. When she talked about her dad, she took the advice of JD and kind of flipped it about him, not really talking about him being killed and stuff, and just, you know, continuing on his legacy. So I thought that was really cool.
When she first walked in, I thought she was going to start the conversation about her dad, but one of the people in the press conference.
And that was a good thing. You let them bring it up instead of you always having to bring up your dad. But the way she answered it, I thought she answered all the questions right. Moving on to the live interview. They went to TV 46 with the host of Sharon Reed. And everybody was all excited to do this. They was nervous, but they were excited. Roscoe just knew, like, he was excited because all his friends was going to be watching what he said.
He said, all my friends and my girlfriends.
I said, boy, stop playing. Your mama look like she be having your little butt in the house doing your homework. Stop.
Probably.
And he be in the house doing his homework and doing his little rap. You ain't got time for these little fast little chill girls. No, you don't, little boy. You got to stay focused.
Don't end up like my brother.
Girl. Yeah. So they did the interview. And only thing kind of messed up was Roscoe when he didn't really understand the word front runner. And he's a kid, so you know what I'm saying? Certain people use certain different terminology, so hey, you know, he might think, you know, little kids might have another word for that. So,
For me, basically, it was just, like, when he said front runner, he should have just asked what it meant first.
Yeah, but
Like,
he was
like,
so
Nova.
nervous. He was so nervous.
Like, he should have been like, no, what is front
No, he should have asked her. If you gonna ask anybody and you right there on live TV, you should have been like, you know, because he's a kid, so it's expected for him to not know all kind of words and the terminologies for certain words. So I think it would have been a good look for him to ask what that is, so he can better answer the question.
That's why Nova jumped in.
Yeah, and I liked how Nova, it didn't seem like he was taking over, but he was helping his little brother out. You know what I'm saying? Because he do like King Roscoe, so I do think that was cool. Let me go back to that press conference, because I forgot to say this. When Nova did his
Mama,
interview.
I had said, the question they asked him, when you said him, when he said his name, I was like, the question they asked him.
Yeah, can we go there? Can, okay, we're going back. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, at the press conference, they asked him, who want to win and who would he want to go home?
I was so excited.
He said King Roscoe that he wanted to win. I said, yeah, I see that because they really have a bond together. And I could see, if not him, King Roscoe. So, when it came to who would go home, he was like, Detronata. And they asked why, and he said because of her lyrics. And I felt like he shouldn't have answered it. Because there is ways that you can answer that question. And he should have just been like, everybody is good, so I really can't say who should go home. But I do know who I picked to be a winner. He did not have to say her name. Because to me, he was kind of throwing her under the bus. And that shows that he look at her as a threat. He really does. So.
But he does.
Mm-hmm. So back to the interview, like I said, Sharon Reed liked Roscoe of all the kids because he walked up to her and, shook her hand and greeted her. So I thought that was really cool. So you can tell he's a little Southern gentleman. He was raised down south. He is a little Southern gentleman. He's kudos to his mama. Kudos to his mama because she is really raising a really good young man. And you can tell that his mama raised him right, like for real. The photo shoot. They went on a photo shoot with True Magazine because they got to figure out who's going to be the cover of the magazine. And when they all did that, they had the girl, I think her name is Jalen, the publicist. She was there trying to see who would work for the cover and stuff like that. So she was giving her feedback at the photo shoot. Let me hurry up. So it was Flage, she felt like she was arrogant. Nova, she didn't really like his personality.
I didn't either.
He was a little cocky. Detronata, she was still in no good poses. And nobody had to say that. I saw that. I said, wait, hold up, homegirl. Like, wait, is that his? I'm like, not even just the prayer hands though. The whole hand in the face, all of that she was doing, you saw Nova. And then homegirl didn't like her either. She said she didn't have no energy and she had still face. Tally, she never shows the real her. I don't care how many times she keeps saying that's the real her. It's not believable.
That's why be compared to Iggy.
Yeah, but it's not believable. And I'm like, okay, you an actress, play somebody else then. If everybody keeps saying the same thing about you, play somebody else because it's getting irritating.
You're right.
She doesn't know. Yeah, like this ain't for her. King Roscoe. Loved it. I loved his photo shoot. He was having so much fun. It was so much energy where he was making the people around him laugh and smile. That's what you want on a photo shoot. You don't want nobody to have to tell you what to do on a photo shoot. You're supposed to be, as a rapper and a star, you're supposed to be able to go on a shoot and just move. Word.
Don't be like,
just
hey,
keep
put your foot
going.
there.
You know what I'm saying? So, I like King Roscoe. Now, let's get to the hit list.
Hit list.
Number 5.
What is it?
Number 5. No. Tally. And she was mad. She was mad, but you should have acted like somebody else, like I said. Number 4.
Flage.
I don't think she should have been number 4, but okay.
3.
We'll roll with it. Number 3.
Detronata.
I think that should have been reversed. No shade. Number 2. Nova. He deserved it. So you know what that means.
Roscoe finally got number 1.
We were so excited.
Did you just dab?
We were so excited. That's what he be doing. That was Michaela, I know how to dab. I go out. I know how to dance. Remember?
So you dab at the club?
Yeah,
they be like, hit the quad.
Yeah, they play that at the club real quick.
For your old people?
I don't go to an old people club. I mean, I'm not an old person, so yeah. I know how to get down with the best of them. That's why I can do the rap game and know how to talk about things. Oops. Anyway.
You've been doing this for years.
Michaela, we did Juju on a beat video and all that. Why wouldn't you think I know how to dab?
Because you didn't Juju on that beat right either.
Yes, I did.
Not the whole thing.
Yes, I did. It was that other one, the one you have to D-Lo, shuffle, whatever that shit.
But you can't whip by me.
Yeah, the one you got to do
it like
many
me
at one time. I ain't got time. That shit go too fast. But the juju on the beat, I can do that with my eyes closed. Anyway, yeah, congratulations, King Roscoe. Congratulations. Like I said, I was so happy. His mama was crying. I wanted to cry for his mom. Like, you could just feel the excitement and feel that. That's what she gets. But you could just feel it, the love in the air. You could feel nobody was really hating on him getting number one. So I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed everybody praising him for getting number one. Even afterwards, most everybody was praising him for getting number one. Oh, sour ass Tally was in her room.
Crying.
She cried for a minute. But see, she went in her room and she started thinking about what she could do for the finale. That is a good thing. You start thinking about what you could do next week to get your numbers up. I cannot hate her on that. But when she didn't want to cry and her sister was stopping her from crying, I said, that's the problem. That is the problem. No, you're not showing the real you. That would have been the real you of crying on camera instead of running your little butt in the bathroom and then venting like you wasn't mic'd up. Like, come on. I would have rather see her break down and have some kind of emotion instead of her just being always this, I got it, I know what to do. It doesn't
Do they
work.
take their mic off when they go to the bathroom?
They edit that part kind of out. You know what I'm saying? Next week it's going to be the battle, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for them kids to do battle, because I want to see who he made.
I think it's going to be Roscoe still.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Because Tally ain't. I just be like,
It's either between Nova and Roscoe.
I think so too. Well, it's going to be out of them three because they're talent. Well, I can't even take Flagey out the running no more because they all good. And like JD said, now everybody has been number one, and that's a good thing. They made history because everybody has been number one, and that's a good thing. But Tally, I can't see her winning. So if she wins, JD is something wrong. Something is wrong. She can't keep a beat. She ain't got no swag.
She ain't
come on.
She don't got a lot of hypeness.
No, and she don't want to stop looking like Iggy. Like, you've been saying that since season 1, and we on season 11, and she's still being compared. Like, something wrong.
She should turn into a brunette or a redhead.
Something. Just, I don't know. Something.
Dye your hair or something.
We about to go because I got to go to bed, so I got to go to work in the morning. So, yeah, follow me on all social media sites by Thaghettoview, THA, not THE. You know what? Before I go, shout out to my daughter. She did my hair. Her, right here. She did my hair.
You can come to our house. I think
don't invite nobody. None. Don't invite nobody to my house. I don't play them. I don't play them the games. I don't let nobody see my house. You play too much. All right, you guys. Peace out. Peace.